Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queer Stories on the Swan, a podcast where two gay men chat and discuss all things queer in the Perth LGBTQIA+ community. I'm your host, Chris.
And I'm your other host, Christo. And in today's episode, we're talking to Jasmine, her life story and advice for young people. So sit back and enjoy the show.
So, Christo, how's your week been?
Oh, yeah, it's been all right. Not much has really happened. Back to my housewife life again.
So you finished filming now.
On my
so
Netflix and stuff. So
any update on when that web series is happening, or do you know when?
I think it's supposed to come out about June or July.
Nice.
I think. So
no, that'll be fun.
Now starting to edit it. So
yes. Well, I'll use this space to plug this in. So I'm back on radio again. For my, well, not my station, but it's a student radio station made by North Metropolitan TAFE at Leederville, and it's called Boom Radio. And so I'm on there 4 times a week. I've got a breakfast show, not early morning show, but we start at 7, so that's early for me. And then got a drive show, and then like the top 20 countdown on like Saturday night. But on Wednesday, just in case anyone's interested in listening to me, just me, with much better mic quality, I am hosting a queer community specialty show. So basically, it's going to be featuring a lot of music from queer artists, and I'm going to try and get some guests on. So if you're interested on being on air on an online student radio station, hit me up.
Yes.
So that's gonna be good. That's gonna be having Wednesday from 10 at night till 1 in the morning. I know it's a bit of an awkward one, but it works. Hey, people are going out to like Drag Factory that time, so yeah, exactly. People are clearly going out. So hey, if you want to spend some time with me on air, then feel free, reach out. Like you, cool. Christo. Christo can make an appearance on the station.
Oh God, could you imagine?
I mean, maybe you could. I mean, actually, you were, because I remember last year, I had to do like a bunch of like random voices talking about. I think it was the free Britney movement. I think it was. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And now the free Kesha one's doing well. So I'm just going to look at the analytics and the numbers of our show. So we have had, as of now, as of this recording, 236 people listen to our show. Our episode with Aaron is definitely the queen of the episodes, most listened to. So I guess Aaron is just that fascinating. Well, I know he is, but all good stuff. So yeah, we're doing well. So thank you all, I guess, so far, Aaron, Kieran, and Chloe, and of course our new guest for this episode, Jazz. Thank you so much for joining. We'll get to her in a second. But yeah, anything you want to add before we get to the interview?
Just that our numbers are growing on Instagram. We're up to 98 followers.
I know, we're close to 100. Oh my goodness.
What are we going to do for our 100th follow-up? We should do something for them.
I will do drag. No, I'm kidding. I can't do drag.
Oh God, we could come on as drag.
I mean, you could.
I know.
Christo.
Well, I'm saving that for Pride Month.
I was going to say, can you like put me in drag? Because like,
oh my God, I would love that.
I would live.
Oh my God, we should do a special episode.
We should do a special episode in drag. And maybe we'll get a drag artist as our guest. And I feel like that'd be pretty fitting.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. We've prattled on long enough. Let's bring on our guest. Yes. We have Jazz with us right now, and we've actually got her sitting right next to Christo. So we're making this a little bit more local. I'm on the other side of the where are you? South of the river. So we're distances away from each other. So yeah. But Jazz, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So you're a lifelong friend? Can we say lifelong friend of Christo? Or
yeah,
pretty much.
We've known each other since we were 13?
Yeah, too long.
Yeah.
After this, I'm done.
So to kind of tie back to our pilot episode, Christo, was this the girl that you were referring to? Your girlfriend?
This is my first girlfriend. See, she hasn't listened.
I haven't listened to anything. Yet. So what have you been saying about me?
You'll have to go back and listen.
Oh God, I don't know how.
What? She's going to pull out of the show now.
No.
I'll show you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. There was nothing bad said.
This was
about
my
you.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
My first and only.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I feel so flattered. Oh.
You turned a man gay. No, you didn't.
No, she hasn't.
We are born gay?
Yes.
I didn't turn anyone.
Sorry. I forgot about that for a second. No. So anyway, lovely to have you on. So Jazz, take us from the beginning, doll.
Sorry.
Take us through your journey.
Okay. So I guess when I was younger, I didn't know that it wasn't like, I guess, normal, quotation marks, in society to feel the same way I did for men and women. So when I was about 16 or something, I came to the sudden realization that, oh, I might be bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of years later, I'm sitting on the bed with Mum. We're having a talk about random things. And then I just say, Mum, I'm bisexual. And she just looks at me and goes, honey, it's a phase. It's just a phase.
Okay.
How little wrong did I think, well, how right did I think she was? Not wrong, right? Because a few years after that, I realized I'm not bi, I'm pan. And so I kind of came out to my parents.
So now you're
both sitting down.
All over the spectrum when it comes
all
to
over
interest.
The spectrum.
Yeah.
So I just came around one day, and Mum and Dad, I'm pansexual. They both looked at me and went, "What the hell is pansexual?" But Mum goes, "See, I told you weren't bi." Damn it.
She was right. She was right.
Yeah.
It was just a phase. It just phased into a much bigger thing.
Yeah.
So
I guess for those, sorry, Chris.
I was going to say, just for those who may not know what the difference is between. Oh, there you go. Cool. We got our minds linked. We've been podcasting for so long. We just have the same thoughts. That's terrifying. So
cord. What am I thinking now?
So just explain to the anyone who's listening who may not know what the difference between bi and pansexual is.
Okay, so with bi, you like men and women, and pansexual, you find anything attractive. Like, and a hot alien could land, and I'd be like, yes, come at me.
I mean, get that sounds pretty good too. Maybe I'm pan too. No, I'm not.
But yeah, anything goes really.
Okay, cool.
Except butt stuff.
Does that mean you have a little bit more options, or is it a bit more difficult? Because I know there were people who were bi. Well, I had a bi phase, and
I think everyone did.
Yeah, it's funny. Like a lot of people say, like, "Oh, bi is just the gateway to being gay, or something else, or being pan."
It kind of is.
But there is this whole, oh, you're bi. That means like you're attracted to both. You have to choose between the two, or I don't know if I want to date you because you might be attracted to me, a man, but then you're going to be attracted to a girl. Like, did you have any of that, or have you had any of that since you come out as pan? Or
no, actually,
no, you haven't.
No,
everyone's been very supportive, and well, that's it. Shouldn't be surprising, but it's good. It's good.
I do have to explain it a lot, and I get the you're attracted to pots of pans. It's like, yeah.
I was going to say,
funny.
Did anyone bring up that? Oh, I'm pansexual. Well, I am potsexual.
Oh, I'm so over it.
I remember asking you what it was.
Yeah.
Because you came up to me and I was like,
what the hell?
What? Please explain.
But where I work at the moment, we're very open and supportive of anyone in the LGBTQ plus community. Like a couple of my mods are lesbians, couple are gay. Like there is one that is like really, really gay. We love him. But yeah, they're very open, because one of the core values of the entire company is embrace your uniqueness.
Yeah,
and that includes your sexuality. So it's like
that's true.
If someone like comes into work in drag, no one will care.
No,
they're like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
So you came out as bi when you said you were 13, yes?
No, I came to the realization when I was 16. I was about, 17-ish when I told my mum
that you were bi. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was mainly referring to like any of the high school experiences. Was there anything that made it pretty hard? I mean, high school was hard in general because high school. But
Kids.
did you have an idea, or did you know you were definitely not straight? And did that kind of come out during school? Was there any awkward dating phase, or you tried to ask anyone out? Did any of that happen?
Yes.
Okay. I know that was a lot to ask. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Off the question.
I tried to ask this cute guy out on a bus to the year 11 prom, and he said, "Oh, I'm not into dances," which proved because he didn't go to either year 11 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
But like after I got over him, I had a crush on another girl, and I asked her out. She goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm actually straight," and I'm like, okay, I feel really awkward. And she goes, no, don't. It's okay. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
I had someone ask me out, but they were like way younger. And I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable dating someone that young.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Come back at me when you're legal, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So high school was pretty easy in terms of the sexuality thing.
In terms of the sexuality, it was fine. Just everything else.
Yeah. Now, when you came out to your parents, was there any? Did it feel awkward afterwards, or did it feel like you couldn't really be yourself around your parents, or it?
No, it felt more comfortable coming out as pan than bi.
Right.
Because after I told my parents, explained it, they just were like, oh, that makes a lot of sense actually. And now we could be like watching something or see someone on the street and I'd be like, oh damn, she's so hot, man, I could do her. And my dad will be like, yeah. My mum just like slap, no, bad, keep it in your pants, both of you.
That's great. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Now, again, I have to refer back to the pilot episode when Christo was talking about his life, how you two kind of had a bit of a thing going on. Then you had this huge falling out during school, and like Christo, do you want to kind of fill in what we kind of discussed?
Yes, please.
Well, I guess no. How do I explain it? It's so weird because we joke about it.
Yeah. Wait, which one? We've had a couple of was it the candy cane fight or the other fight?
We talked about the candy cane fight, and that was hilarious. That was so funny.
About that.
Yeah, but it was so funny because when we had a little tiff, everyone in school knew about it, and their main objective was to get us back together. I don't know if you talked about that, but yeah, it was so funny.
Big reality show going, oh my god, they are broken up. Crisis. We need to fix this immediately.
Pretty much. We were in year 10, the it couple, and we weren't even part of the popular clique.
No.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
That's odd. I mean, I guess you two were just so bubbly and full of life. And am I accurate?
He's laughing because I hiccuped and I squeak when I hiccup. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
He can never get used to it.
I can't.
It just makes you laugh.
All right.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm just trying to get the timeline around in my head. So you came out to your parents 16, 17 as bi, and then when did you come out as pan?
22, I
Yep.
think.
So you're out of the teens and you're into the 20s. Good, that's a safe zone. Well, somewhat. Because teens is just oh God. But yeah, just talking about, so you finished high school, pretty okay with your parents. When did you start having experiences with people who were not straight, or have you been involved with the community? Have you gone to connections in the court and just been like, oh my God, this is my place?
Yeah, the first time I walked into the court, I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And made out with a chick in the bathroom.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, as you do. That's pretty awesome.
Never got that experience in the boys' bathroom.
No, you just got your
Christo,
hair fixed.
I think you should be glad that didn't happen because that is gross in there.
It's not the dance floor.
On Tuesday though, I had a work event at the court, and I just because I haven't been there in so long because it got to a point where there was just way too many straight people there. It's just like we have connections in the court. That is it in Perth.
Well, we had Lamb for like a month. Do you remember
leave? Go back to your straight places. You can't have chicks here.
It's definitely an interesting topic, isn't it? It's because I remember going to the court for the first time was my first day with my first boyfriend on Valentine's Day. You know how incredibly cliche can you get? And this was back in 2015. Do you remember the Giants? Do you remember those big wooden puppets that were roaming around the streets of Perth? Do you remember those? Yeah, like I know we're talking 7 years. I know, so such a long time ago. But like that was an amazing place. It just felt like I could kind of like be myself there. I didn't have to worry about holding my boyfriend's hand or kissing him or doing anything like that. So I have like a lot of memories attached to that place, for better or worse. It was a mix there.
Yeah. Did you ever go to one of the traffic light parties there?
Yes, multiple times. I
didn't
didn't get much luck there, but it was still fun to be there. I ended up making out with lots of guys there anyway, so kind of worked out.
Hey, you got something.
I got something.
I did once, but I forgot to get her phone number because I was so damn nervous.
Oh.
And she was gorgeous.
Oh.
Really good kisser too.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe one day, maybe she'll be listening to our podcast and be like, hey, it's her. Reuniting. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. And then I think, when did it start changing? Because like, I need to make it clear right now. The problem isn't straight people being at the court, okay? Because that's been happening for years.
Yeah.
Okay. That isn't the issue. It's the fact that a lot of straight girls will go there to get away from the guys because the guys, I'm not saying this is all guys, but a lot of men will be very aggressively flirting, to put it very lightly. And then they kind of follow because they know, go, hey, they're going to the gay clubs, let's go there. And now people are feeling ostracized away from the court. Now there's heaps of security there. They've painted a rainbow on the front wall, as much good as that does. It's now labeled as a queer friendly venue and not a queer venue. And so it's sad. It's sad to think about, but I've been there a couple of times over the last couple of years and I still love going to Drag Factory. The drag performances are still really good. You get a few more drunk people up on the stage trying to outdo the queens, which by the way, is never a good idea. Like, who do you think you... No one cares about your blonde dude, darling. But I do know what you mean. And now people don't feel safe to be there anymore. As much as they have improved the situation, that it just doesn't feel quite right. So really, Connections is the safest place for so many people. And it can get really hot in there. Like, I don't know if you've been to Connections recently, but it's just, it's hot. It just feels cramped. I like it. I like the place. I think the music could be a little better. But I'm just worried about people listening to this podcast. But some of the music, see, like the court has better music,
Yes.
The court just is more fun, but.
No, I'm too old for that sort of stuff now.
Look, I'm definitely not out as much as I used to be. It's definitely less appealing. So what else have you had? Sorry, I know we got really off topic there for a second.
We totally did. It's all good.
So what else did you get involved with the community? So you went to the court and it was all like amazing. What about relationships? Like, have they been pretty good? Has there been a lot of growing and learning in the process? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger? Tell us about that.
Yeah.
Relationships. Well,
where do we start?
Well, we know you and Christo, but we can get that out of the way.
Where do I start without going into bad memories?
If they're too much, that's all right. We don't have to go into it.
What did you say? I was
She was married once. There we go.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. I was with the guy for a very, very long time. And
then she became a widow.
yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
But we were kind of, we were both pansexual. So we were, you know, all for having threesomes and being open with our relationship and stuff, which a lot of people didn't understand. A lot of, well, are you guys swingers questions?
Yeah. Well, actually, we talked to someone who is in a polyamorous relationship, and yeah, it can be really difficult. People, you know, how do you have that level of trust? I mean, I personally could not do that. Like, I am such a jealous person. Like, if I'm dating you, I want attention, please, on me.
Yeah.
I can't even. I don't even do that good with three-way. Like, just in general, it was just casual. Like, I need attention. Like, I am such a dog. I need attention. But yeah.
Yeah, we got slightly drunk at a party once, and one of his old friends had just come out, and she was like midway through the trans process, and we ended up having a three-way that night, and it was awesome. Like, she was a dom, so it was my first experience with a dom, and made me realize, oh, I kind of like this. Oh, I like this.
Feeling all tingly.
So yeah, the only problem is, like, no, trying to get my current boyfriend to tie me up. Tie me up, please.
That's good.
Yeah, he's straight, but he jokes that, you know, he's a trier. He'll try anything. I'm just like,
Well, clearly no, he hasn't tied you up yet.
If it consists of tits and a vagina, yeah, of course.
Oh, that's so good. I want you back on the show one day and be like, hey, he tied me up. Update.
I'll totally do that.
He left me in the bedroom for 3 hours. It was great. Oh no. Oh no.
I haven't told him I was going to be talking about it.
I was going to say, please don't
today.
have him listen to this show.
Oh, I won't. I love you,
we
babe.
need more listeners.
I love you, babe. I really do. Please don't hurt me.
Okay.
In a bad way.
Okay. All right. I'm just thinking, is there anything you want to ask Christo?
Sorry, I fell.
That's right. As long as you're okay. Christo, is there anything you want to ask Jazz? I've got a couple questions, but I don't want to take over the whole show.
No, I
know
he
knows everything.
So
he knows everything.
Questions.
He knows everything.
All right. Has there been any struggles for you being pan? Has there been any thing that's just kind of made it a little bit difficult at all? Just in general, work life. Yeah.
No, not really.
That's all right.
No, it's been pretty good. Like, I know there are other people that really like struggle with this, and my heart goes out to them. So I feel really lucky that I haven't had like any bad or negative reactions.
Yep.
You know?
That's good. Have you been to Pride? Did you go to Pride and you just like, oh my God, that this is amazing?
Went ages ago with Chris, and it was so good. It was amazing. I want to go again like this year, but I'll probably be working. Yeah.
Oh no, I worked 1 year when Pride was on, and I was working in Northbridge, and I was at I was in a building that you could see the parade from the outside. So I saw them come through, and I'm like, I wish I was outside right now, not serving these kids for a cocktail function, but I've got to work. Oh God, all the shirtless men look so good. Oh God. But yeah, no, that's good. Do you have any advice for people who, well, first of all, came out as bi, but feel like there might be something else, or two, for people who are pan, if they're having any struggles, like what sort of kept you going? Have you had any doubts about yourself?
Okay, so advice is listen to yourself. Be true to yourself, to what you feel. If you're scared, there are communities that you can talk to. There are people out there that will, help you. You can, a trusted friend, even for starters.
Yep.
I'm not really good at the advice sort of thing, really.
That's all right. That's all right. Is there anything you want to add? Is there anything you want to just shoot to the breeze or the mics?
If someone says they are bi or pan and are dating a guy, it doesn't mean that they are suddenly straight. We still have those feelings.
Mm-hmm.
We're just, found a person that we connect with, we love, and it doesn't change anything.
Yep. No, definitely 100%. I've seen that myself as well. Because like when I had my bi phase, I was dating a girl, and I think like someone from school said to me like, "Oh, so you are straight?" No, it just means I like both, and I happen to be dating a girl at the moment. Well, dating, not really. But yeah. So that was basically it. But no, good advice, and it's definitely a real thing. But no, I appreciate you giving that. So, is there anything else, Christo, you want to add?
No.
Oh, good. We're all good. We're all pretty happy. That's good. Very good. All right. If that's everything, Jasmine, thank you so much. It's Jasmine, right? Is it or just Jazz?
Jasmine. Yeah.
Jasmine.
You can call me Jasmine.
Jasmine, whatever you want to be called. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. We really appreciate your time.
Chris.
Oh, sorry.
He's not listening to me.
I'm here. I hear you. Sorry.
We didn't do the gender, whatever it is.
The pronouns. Okay. No, that's all right. I remembered as we were talking, I was like, okay, we'll do that at the end. Thank you. Okay. So just it's back to the beginning.
Editing, Chris.
Yeah. I'm Chris. Pronouns are he and him. Christo.
I'm Christo and I'm anything.
And Jazz.
I'm Jasmine and she, her.
She, her. Perfect. Thank you so much, Jazz. Really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to be on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on. I'm just glad that I wasn't working today.
Yeah. And now you get to relax and just have fun. Thank you for listening to Queer Stories on the Swan. You can leave a review for us wherever you get your podcasts.
And you can find us on our socials on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Christo.
And stay fabulous.